because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey! Switch! Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Five.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hey, check Mike 21. Go. Check Mike 21. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Big grip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
You go tight. You got to lock it. You got tight right there.
Right back to Sanders on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back to throw now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Bravo! 58, come on! 58, come on! Not today, you aren't. Not today. Ready, go!
2nd and 6. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh!
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
Look at me, zipper! Hey, seam 6, seam 6! Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Target. Hey, check Mike 21, check. Shoot!
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
6-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
32-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ready. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Yeah. We don't want none. Fire.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's get off the field, D.
Taylor. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught inside the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Come on, set. 8, read. Yep. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, orbit. 45, Mike. Hit it.
Back to throw here. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, zoom. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 22.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his target. That's more. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On the double. 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Stay with your man. Hey, exit. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Go.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check.
Here's Taylor. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On play action, they'll throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready. 18 Gator. I got it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
X3, 218, chop.
Now back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Ready, 50, plant.
21, check my 21. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run. It's Sanders. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. line of scrimmage. Again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey. Five.
45 to Mike.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Robert Foster. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
The give to Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Sanders. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well, and a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Hey! Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Bring it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 28-24 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Man, I got you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
On first down, Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Double time. You got three down. Hey. Alpha. Check Mike 99. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Delta. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check Mike 99. Bound to lose one. Check Mike 99. Go. I'll be brought to left because I'm about to take you to school.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2nd and 8. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Red. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. I got you, punk. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Go, go. Roar. 58, boys, 58. Switch up.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, box drop.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Let go.
Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, D.
Shoot.
They'll drop to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Topper. Hey, echo.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read.
I got you.
6-6, bullet high. 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Yo, go, go. I got him. General West. 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go. Big grip.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. 80 weapons.
They run with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Ready up. Check back 21. Check back 21. Let him know. Let him know.
On first down, Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha. Check. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check.
Second and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now. Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Bravo. Too little, cut. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Got it. Ready. 10-2 stop. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check. Yep. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or. Here we go. Five.
So on first down, Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Go. Hey, Steve 6. Hey. 21, check Mike 21. Hey, come on now. Hey, Jack.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Right there. All day, baby.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Nice 7, let's go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Yep. 58, 58's Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing.
Set, 8, read.
Army. Go.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Denver, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
mode. This ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Wanna this magic. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me One up and up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch a skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it. Rep for your bro. When your post department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chill. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, this way, right before the deal.
Chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
S-T-R-O. many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plan.